Okay, let's unwrap this. It's time to explore your 2024 Spotify Wrapped. We're here from Google's Notebook LM, ready to dive into your music.
Whole year? That's quite a journey. The first thing that stands out is how much music you listened to this year.
Oh, yeah. How much are we talking about?
Well, it's 27,600 minutes. That's a lot of music.
Wow. And what does that mean exactly?
Well, that puts you in the top 12% of listeners globally.
Whoa. Top 12%. That is impressive. You really take your music seriously.
You definitely do. I mean, there's even one day where you just went all out like a true music marathon.
Ooh, which day was that?
June 26th, 513 minutes of music. That's almost 9 hours.
9 hours. That's incredible. What do you think they were doing on that day?
I don't know, but it must have been something amazing with a soundtrack to match. Speaking of soundtracks, let's talk about your top track. This is the song you couldn't get enough of this year.
Okay, hit me with it.
It's New Genesis by Adu from the Yuta Songs One Piece Film Red album.
Oh, I've heard of that. It's a pretty popular one.
It is. And get this, you're in the top 0.1% of listeners for that track worldwide.
No way! 0.1%. Talk about an exclusive club.
Right. You must have loved this song. I see your first play was all the way back on January 17th. The song started your year off, right?
That's awesome. But New Genesis aside, there's got to be one artist you just couldn't get enough of this year, right?
Oh, absolutely. Your top artist is the amazing Yoko Shimomura.
Yoko Shimomura, a legend. It's no surprise she's known for her iconic video game scores.
Exactly. And you clearly resonated with her music. 4,517 minutes, that's a serious commitment.
It's amazing. It makes me wonder, were you listening to her scores while playing video games or just enjoying the music on its own?
I'd love to know. And did you see this? You had a 3-day Yoko Shimomura listening streak.
Wow, that's impressive. That's true dedication to her music. You know, it's interesting. She actually started her career composing for radio commercials.
No way. I didn't know that.
Yeah, before she transitioned to video games. So you've got great taste in both catchy melodies and epic soundtracks.
Totally. And speaking of taste, let's see how your musical journey unfolded throughout the year. In February, things got really energetic. You were deep in your manga shonen anime phase.
Manga shonen anime. I love that. It sounds like high-energy, action-packed music.
You got it. Hundreds of plays of artists like Burnout Syndromes, Adu, and Coldrain.
Oh, yeah. Mayday by Coldrain is a classic. And Burnout Syndromes, they just have that perfect blend of energy and emotion. I bet Fly High was on repeat.
I bet it was.
Mhm.
Then March rolled around, and it sounds like the energy shifted again. It's a total dance party, beach reggaeton vibe.
Dance party beach reggaeton. Sign me up. Who were some of the artists?
Well, Bad Bunny, Don Omar, and J Balvin were dominating your playlists.
Those are some big names. And what about some of the specific tracks?
Ooh, Danza Kuduro by Don Omar is always a good time. And Relation by Setch. Those are summer anthems for sure.
They really are. But then April comes along and we've got a shift in mood again.
Right. This time, it's all about that atmospheric fantasy soundtrack phase. Yoko Shimomura is back, taking center stage with tracks like Lord of the Castle Marluxia and Desire for All That Is Lost.
Ah, I see what you mean. It's a totally different vibe from reggaeton, but just as captivating.
Exactly. And there's also Masayoshi Soken and Takaharu Ishimoto. Those guys know how to create immersive soundscapes that transport you to another world.
They really do. You must have spent some serious time lost in those sonic landscapes. And May brings us another twist.
A metal mashup, Rise Against Savior, Linkin Park's Burn It Down, and even Dragastia Din Tai by Ozone. Talk about range.
That is quite the mix. You were really embracing all the different moods and genres.
For sure. And then June, it's time for that epic listening day we talked about.
June 26th, with 513 minutes. What happened on that day? A huge celebration. A road trip.
Whatever it was, it sounds like it had an amazing soundtrack.
It really does. It's been such a blast exploring your 2024 rap.
Right. It's been a wild ride through so many genres and moods. It tells me you're someone who's always up for something new, someone who embraces different vibes and isn't afraid to explore.
Absolutely. From those high-energy anime tracks to those beachy reggaeton beats and everything in between, your taste is as diverse as it is awesome.
We've been your hosts, visiting from Google's Notebook LM, and it's been an absolute pleasure unwrapping your year of music.
Here's to an even more amazing musical journey in 2025.